welcome to Business Class. Ahead on the program, Qantas transforms your out-of-office email with Instagram. Virgin Australia reinstates its Melbourne LA direct flights, and the best experiences to be had in New Zealand's adventure capital, Queenstown. First up though, the inaugural international flight to arrive at Canberra Airport touched down this morning. Singapore Airlines Flight 291 from Singapore landed in heavy fog before continuing on to Wellington in New Zealand. Well, here to tell us all about the airport's new $18 million international terminal is Travel Daily General Manager Christian Schweitzer. Christian, thanks very much for joining us on the program. Now take us through this, the new international terminal at Canberra Airport officially being unveiled. What overseas flights currently are scheduled to go in there?
So currently it's just Singapore Airlines that are flying into Canberra and the international terminal. But I would have thought that the likes of Qantas and Virgin Australia will really be eyeing that up as an opportunity too.
Okay, now just with Singapore Airlines, because we just heard there, it landed in there this morning, launching the Singapore, Canberra and Wellington route, I believe. Is that right? Take us through some of those routes.
Yeah. So that's called the Capital Express, and right now they're earmarked to fly that 4 times per week. But the airline has said that if demand is certainly there, then they would look at taking it up to a daily operation.
Right, okay. And what aircraft is currently flying?
They're using their B777. It features first class, business class and economy class seats. In first class, they're fully lie-flat beds. In business class, they're recliner seats, and there's about 234 economy class seats in a 3, 3 and 3 configuration.
Right, okay, but they are targeting sort of business travellers, is that right? More so than
business travellers, government, and also leisure travellers in the region. And we're also hearing that there might be interest from people as far as, say, Wollongong, taking a 2.5-hour car drive down to Canberra and picking up an international service there.
Okay, tell us a bit more about the lounge, because this is interesting. Some of the features of the new terminal, holding what, about 600 passengers?
That's right.
It can accommodate.
So it's a transit lounge, and yes, it can accommodate 600 passengers there. Very modern furnishings, soft touches, very nice lounges, and all the sort of gadgets that you would need to recharge your devices, be it phones and laptops and things of that nature there. There's duty-free shopping, and they're currently at completed stage 2 of the development. So stage 3 of the development will have more business facilities. It will have more retail, food and beverage outlets, as well as a kids play area too.
Okay, is that going to be the premium area that they'll be launching?
There is a distinct premium area, but and that will come through in phase 3 of the development.
Right, okay, in phase 3 there. Now, separate business and media zones, as well as private function rooms as well.
That's correct, yes, absolutely. As part of phase 3, that's the next series of developments for the terminal.
Okay, all right, let's move on now, because obviously that was a very, very interesting story there. But Virgin Australia, they're going to be flying Perth, Abu Dhabi and Melbourne, LA direct flights.
That's right, so they've announced that they'll be flying Melbourne to Los Angeles. It'll be 5 times per week, and that commences in April of 2017. In June of 2017, they'll be flying from Perth to Abu Dhabi direct.
Okay, and announcing 2 new direct long-haul flights. Where are these going to be to and from?
So it's those particular destinations, so Los Angeles and Abu Dhabi. On the Los Angeles flights, it'll be a Boeing 777 aircraft. They'll have business class and premium economy and economy class. And for the Perth to Abu Dhabi, it'll be an A330 aircraft with business class and economy configuration.
Okay, Virgin Australia's direct Melbourne to LA flight, that isn't new, is it? They're actually reinstated this.
That's right, yes. So I believe they ceased its operation in July of 2014, so they're picking it up again.
Okay, all right, interesting. When did that actually last fly, that direct to 2014? Yeah,
yes,
yeah. Okay.
July 2014.
All right. Let's move on. Jetstar introducing flexible business, budget business options for travellers.
Yeah, this is really important because traditionally the low-cost carrier would service the leisure market, but they've made a more serious play for the corporate and business traveller that are still travelling on a budget. So their FlexiBiz fare there allows you to register on their business hub, pay about $29 in addition to the airfare price, and for that you get so much more flexibility and benefits that are really important for small business needs.
And is that really the target audience, some of those small business owners?
It is, yes, small business proprietors, sole traders that really need a lot more flexibility. So with the Flexi Business package, you're able to change flights, change times, you can cancel and receive a voucher, as well as additional luggage allowance. And one important thing is the ability to hold seats and then add a name to that seat within 24 hours as opposed to doing it instantaneously. So that gives a lot more flexibility.
Okay, well just on those flexible options there for Jetstar, it said to be very similar to Air New Zealand's offering. Is that the case?
There are certainly some similarities, but I guess the devil is in the detail. I had a quick look through the terms and conditions and it does appear that way, that it is a little bit more flexible, but of course always read the T's and C's.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Qantas, let's move on. It's launching a new out-of-office service that turns a generic auto email reply into a real-time photo travel journal.
Yeah, this is a really fun initiative from Qantas there. So I had to play around with this. So you go to qantasoutofoffice.com, you register on there, you link your email address to your Instagram account, and then you tag particular photos, hashtag Qantas out of office. And then whenever someone emails you, those photos will be piped on through to your email and displayed, as opposed to just a generic text statement. So it's really quite a cool and funky way to promote travel, inspire travel, and link obviously the Qantas brand to travel.
So who's the audience, you think, the biggest target audience who's going to be using this?
Well, I think first and foremost it'll be Qantas staff. There's many of them, and that will proliferate to friends and family, and probably as a result now Sky Business News too.
That's fantastic. And you mentioned there, I guess, to really broaden their, content out there. Do you think that's the reason why they've actually decided to take this feature off?
It's a deliberate marketing strategy there to really, promote and inspire travel, but then also to link, the getting there to the Qantas brand as well.
All right, let's move on. The Star Casino in Sydney is undergoing a major $500 million revamp, preparing to take on James Packer's obviously proposed Crown Resort there, just across the hub from Barangaroo. Tell us about this revamp.
Yes, absolutely. So I guess the pinnacle point of this is a new 200-metre tower that is going to be built on top of the Star. So there's currently 3 architectural firms out there bidding for that particular contract. And the tower itself will have 220 rooms, about 150 private apartments, plus also food and beverage venues as well.
Okay, and it's going to be designed and operated by the Ritz-Carlton?
It will be designed by architectural firms, but it will be operated by the Ritz-Carlton, which will mark its return back into the Australian market.
Okay, and it's opening, what, 2020? That's pending design approval?
Exactly. They're anticipating a completion date within 2020, which will be 1 year ahead of James Packer's Crown Casino.
All right, how many rooms is it going to be?
220 hotel rooms and 150 private apartments.
All right, and the management and the coordinators say that the upgrade is necessary to service the Darling Harbour area, that sort of new precinct, I guess.
Absolutely, it really is developing there. There's a Sofitel that is being built. The International Convention Centre opens later this year there, so it really is a massive draw card to the area.
All right, fantastic, Christian. We'll wrap it up there. Really appreciate you joining us. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
We are going to take a break on that note to head on business class, the Adventures Guide to Queenstown. Do stay with us.